Yeah.
But we are into the pro draft. We can talk about a little bit. We have teams Sideswipe. They banned out the Tahm Kench, the Echo, and the Sivir. You have Irelia, Nocturne, and Rakan by Unstoppable. And so far, we have a Shen, a Pyke, and a Sejuani compared to the Ahri, Braum, and Rammus.
Interesting they didn't try to put the Braum Lucian combo together, and kind of interesting we're not seeing it banned out either.
Well, Unstoppable still has, Sideswipe still has one more ban. They ban out the Aatrox. Kai'Sa's banned on the Retreat. You can kind of see that they want it, but I'm surprised that they're actually going to ban out the Kai'Sa if they're trying to aim for the Lucian.
Yeah, they're gonna finish it with a Galley and then a Rumble. That has to be a respect ban.
Yeah, the Rammus is actually interesting coming in, but then you do have Shen, you do have Pyke. While they're not Pyke's going to deal with damage, but Shen not so much. You probably are expecting most likely a good AD carry. And then they lock in the Tristana with the Braum instead.
We see Heimerdinger. I like it. Is it bot lane though? That's the question.
Yeah, it looks like it is. It looks like it will be a Riven mid, Riven into Ahri. Going back to Season 3 here.
Seems Sideswipe really fitting in the interesting picks for us this time. I will say
unless
that
they want to flex. Unless they want to flex it, and maybe it's somehow like a Sejuani mid.
that'd be
Mr. Oink is back, guys.
That would be crazy. And they're gonna go with the Garen top for Unstoppable. All right, so we should be getting to the actual draft fairly shortly.
I mean, without seeing where these picks are drafted, it can be a flex pick, even though we are on 8.22, and despite having the ability of having more 80 carries, you still can see Swains, things like that in the bot lane. There are some weird picks that still come about. It could be a Shen Pyke for a kill lane. It could be Riven Pyke. We don't know for sure, but we're going to assume that Heimerdinger is going to be down there in the bot lane, and we're going to have a Riven mid.
I'm curious to see. I will say that Shernox did tell me that he will give us a very fun team comp for the first game. So they brought it to us, right? They brought it. They got the Shen, the Pyke, Riven, the Heimer. So it should be quite fun to watch. So Riven will be top lane. What is going on? Oh man!
So it is the Riven. All right, so we may have a Heimerdinger or a Pyke in the mid lane. I mean, depends. We see. Most likely, we'll see the Riven going top. Garen was picked into it. They probably know something that we don't. So the interesting question is going to be see what's going into the mid lane. It's going to be either the Heimerdinger or the Pyke.
It'll be Pyke. I guarantee it. We've seen Pyke in the mid lane recently. And it's become a very good pick. There you are. And Shen obviously able to play that support role. So when the Riven was locked in top for Delve Rocket, I imagine it would have been Pyke mid for Shernox.
Yeah, despite his win rate right now, Shen is still a really good support. Still able to play that global, still be able to help. So that will help the Riven, especially once they hit 6. Garen is a classic counter into Riven, but if Riven can get any small lead, Riven really can start taking over that lane. So since we have that interesting pick, let's go ahead and talk about that. Pyke versus Ahri. How do we think that's going to play out?
I feel like the Ahri should have a pretty okay time, especially once Shush hits level 6. He'll be able to dash away once Shernox tries to engage. I do think the worry will come for him if HR can hit the ult. This is all, post 6. But yeah. I think pre 6, if Kairu does gank, they should be able to have a fairly easy kill as long as they know they can juggle their CC properly.
If Pyke plays it out, he can actually sustain pretty well in the lane to the poke of Ahri if he can walk away from vision, get that gray health healed up. But the question is, you pick Pyke mid, you want to roam, you want to influence other lanes. You're not going to do that versus an Ahri. Ahri's wave clear is going to be incredibly effective against a Pyke, who his main wave clear is his Q, and if he's using his Q, he has no kill threat.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to have to come down to if either or can make a very good outplay, right? If Because maybe Shernox will just give up the lane for CS once he hits level 6 and focus on getting his other 2 lanes ahead to the
Yeah,
point to where they're unstoppable.
it's definitely not going to be a play to the mid, especially with Ari able to get out of there. Rammus is going to be really good on counter ganks. Sejuani's not going to have that damage, and then Ari's going to be able to dodge. If she saves that last charge of that Spirit Rush, she's just going to dodge the execute zone of Pike.
Oh, sorry, man.
With their comp, though, you would assume that they're going to play around the Riven or they're going to play around the Heimerdinger. And the reason they would draft the Heimerdinger is to leave Heimerdinger down bot lane, place his turrets, set up camp, let Shen TP up to Riven, Pike roams up, execute Garen over and over again.
Yeah, I definitely think that Team Sideswipe is a very, very strong team comp, a strong fighting comp. And again, with the Shen as the support, you can leave Heimerdinger alone. Like as long as he's set up properly and he's not like really out of position, he can survive. Even if it is a Braum Tristana.
And you gotta think, Heimerdinger, if he can get ahead, he's basically your AP Ezreal. He's able to step bot lane, stay by himself, have the teleport. He's pretty self-efficient, so that way Shen can go ahead and play the River Shen. And they have a good siege. They set up the Heimer. If by any chance Garen and Rammus want to charge in, you have the Spirit's Refuge from Shen, you have a Sejuani, and then you have a Riven. So their siege is really good, but the problem is their wave clear is actually lacking outside of the Heimerdinger. And the Heimerdinger's wave clear literally comes from his towers if those towers get cleared. So they're looking to get ahead. They're looking to get ahead early. The Pike's not going to scale super, super well. The Riven will be Riven, but eventually the Rammus, the Braum, the Garen will become tanky enough to try to CC her down. Where on the other side, if Tristana gets going, she's going to knock those turrets down. They have the siege. They have Braum to disengage. Yeah. Garen can split push for Gaze. If he gets ahead of the Riven, he's a classic counter. So you're looking at a really strong early game from Sideswipe, but if they fumble and they can't make it to mid game, or they make it to mid game even in gold, or even only like 2-3k gold ahead, then it's going to start looking into Unstoppable's favor. They have the scaling. They're going to have the stronger win conditions. They have more versatile play, where you have Sideswipe kind of predictably only having one true way of winning.
Well, if Unstoppable will take a victory, hopefully it'll be this one. Just a little bit of stats for you. Team Sideswipe is 2-0 with Unstoppable Wise 0-2. Not actually, only one member of Unstoppable WA has a KDA above 1. So it's been looking rough for Unstoppable WAs. Maybe they've got some practice in and they've solidified their strategies and stuff.
Their draft came in, and the draft is actually pretty clean.
So yeah, the draft's good.
I do actually favor Unstoppable's draft compared to Sideswipe. I think Sideswipe tried to play a little bit of mind games. I do like how the Heimerdinger came in to prevent that all AD, especially with Rammus coming in.
Yeah, so
that could have been actually very bad, but.
Yep. So we'll have to see if Team Sideswipe can keep their perfect record going, or maybe Unstoppable WAS can get themselves a win as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for the first game of this series in the RAL. We have Team Sideswipe on that blue side with Delve Rocket in the top lane on the Riven. We see HR on the Sejuani in the jungle. Shrinox on the Pike in the mid. Russian Ronin and Fresh Puddin on the Heimer Shen in the bot lane. And on that red side, we have the Unstoppable Waz with Folia on the Garen in that top lane. We see Kairu on the Rammus in the jungle. I am the Shoosh with the Ahri in the mid lane. We see Ezrars and Walukas on Tristana Braum in that bot lane. And interestingly enough, we see Glacial augment Ahri.
So we're going to see the classic, the solo queue menace, which is the Valkaz build, where you will rush into a Frost Queen's Claim, into a GPL. You're just trying to get the most out of that. And it makes Ahri really annoying to deal with. Not only does she have her ult to chase you, as well as to escape, but with the added slows that come in from that augment once they get the Frost Queen's Claim and the GPL, it will just make her a menace. She will not be able to be caught. Yeah. Especially with the amount of point-and-click CC, it's mainly Sejuani having to be right on top of her and landing that ult. She can easily get away from the Pike. She can easily get away from the Shen stun, and I really don't see Heimerdinger's grenade actually hitting her.
It's gonna be interesting. I think that as long as Shush plays it right, he should not really be in too much trouble the entire time. I think the one thing you have to worry about would be the maybe fresh put in flash taunt when it comes down to that. But again, I think with the glacial augment, like you have so much slows on that side, and as far as getting away, also be able to catch up because you got the entire well, not entire team, but Garen and Rammus are both champions that want to run at you. They don't really have the well, I guess Rammus kind of does, but they don't have the easiest way of just getting on top of you like unexpectedly.
Yeah, they're looking to mainly siege up. Like Garen and Rammus and Braum, they have to be right in front of you, which is what Heimerdinger does really, really well. So the siege will be good, but once they siege, you do have to worry about the pike hook into a Shenton. All right, we are going into game though. We'll see how the pike's going to use the predator as well. The predator, he's looking for the roams. We'll see if he can bypass, if he has any creative way to get out of that lane to utilize that predator.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Or it's very I guess you would say it's very common to see that because, he wants to make those roams, so the predator makes it very good for the ganking potentials.
I guess I'm more surprised that I see a precision secondary as compared to a resolve tree. Going for that second wind, taking that poke, and trying to regen with the gray health.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting. He's probably looking for just maybe getting the. We don't know what he took, but if I had to guess, he probably took the health after kill, and then I don't know, maybe lifesteal, maybe. No, damage. Probably damage on low health.
Yeah, he probably most likely has that. He may also have. I can actually click and try to find out. I would assume he has Triumph or Presence of Mind, maybe trying to get that ult cooldown as low as possible. Return a little bit of mana, a little bit of CD.
Yeah, we're gonna see both teams though. Both junglers will start their blue buff. So I think it's pretty normal for Sejuani to start blue buff. I mean, you're mana hungry. Usually, there's that augment going to work. I like it. I think you're mana hungry. I don't know. I don't really play much Sejuani. I've played Sejuani a few times in my League of Legends career, but anytime I play
it depends on how. It does depend how the Sejuani uses her E now that it has a no cooldown along monsters. Okay. We'll see how their path goes. We see Rammus going down, taking the Scuttle Crab first, while both of them actually taking the Scuttle Crabs on respective sides. They may actually just split the map vertically.
Ooh, Fresh Pudding had a ton away. Really close. That's...
Push, though, however, is with Heimerdinger.
Yeah, that's to be expected. That's kind of sad he had a taunt away because they hit level 2 first. They really could have used that taunt and probably got an easy kill onto Ezra's. Because he didn't start the jump, so he wouldn't have been able to get away.
So we see Rammus takes the Scuttle Crab, goes back to his Gromp, while on the other side, HR is over there taking the Raptors from Rammus. Rammus is clear early, not so great, pretty slow, while Sejuani can take those Raptors.
And we're going to see HR look to the mid, maybe.
Oh, that's interesting. You have HR just taking the big Raptor, leaving all the small ones.
That's interesting, but he's going in for it. They're looking for the pull. Yep. They're going to get it. No. Oh, they caused a flash, but there's a charm. Going to pull him back in. HR really fast, actually. And they might be in trouble. But we see Shernox gets the stun and saves.
Yeah, no Ignite pulled down. Ari probably could have got a kill. Once you see that taunt under that, the charm under the turret, you would think you just throw down the Ignite, hopefully try to get that kill.
I wonder if, I don't know if he expected him to move that fast, because he moved a lot faster than I expected.
Up, taunt coming down in. Good, gun unbreakable from Braum, though. Saving a little bit of damage on the Tristana from those turrets.
Taking a lot of poke. I love Heimerdinger. He's my favorite champion to play right now. Hopefully we see Russian Ronin really put the work to the enemy team with it. Can survive those 3. Oh, here we go.
Yep. Riven going into Garen. We'll have to see how Braum plays it. Braum's pretty good into Heimerdinger if you can use that Unbreakable every time that grenade comes down. Try to block those turret shots. Those lasers will chunk you through.
Yep. And he did go Summon Area. I like Electrocute. I just like the big burst from it. But Summon Area, very good. It's that consistent damage that's going to come in.
Tom misses. Stun going through. Nice stun onto Puddin. Electrocute is good on Heimerdinger, but when you're trying to just auto-trade, again, especially against the melee supports, kind of like Braum, you want to get the Ari just to get a little bit extra damage on your autos.
We'll have to see where first blood happens. Gets the taunt on Ezra. There's Ignite down. Lands a grenade with the buffer jump. Beautiful. Oh.
No turrets in place. I think he had turret actually up. If he would have placed the turret as the grenade was running,
HR is here again. He gets a flash, and that dodges the hero. The Ignite is down, and Shoosh might be in trouble. And that's first blood. Shernox will pick it up.
I'm actually very surprised. The Pike's actually keeping up very well into that CS. I think that first game, burning that flash, making Ari play kind of defensively.
They almost killed Ezra as he threw the turret under the tower, and it instantly aggroed him, and the Ari came down. He's very low. Look at it. He one thing that most people don't realize about Heimerdinger is they'll put the turret down and wonder why it's attacking the turret. It will always prioritize within the last 5 seconds who you auto last. So you saw as he walked up to the turret, he autoed the Tristana and then placed the turret down to make sure he automatically got. That way he automatically got that auto. Turret prioritized him just to get a little bit more chunk. Shernox needs to be careful. We see Kairu's coming in, doesn't get the taunt down. Flashes, but he doesn't land the taunt before the stun goes off, and that's going to be an escape.
That was really unfortunate timing for Kairu. He burns the flash, but he can't get the taunt off because of the stun.
Yep, Ezra's getting low again, but Roshan is out of mana.
That is the sad part about Rammus, though. It's really hard to gank a Heimerdinger on Rammus. Your pathing is so predictable when you run down. You will take most of your health out just with those turrets. Especially with that flash down now, I don't think Rammus can actually help his bot lane.
No, but it looks like Shush is going to look for it. Level 6. Maybe not. But actually, okay, they moved up together for the ward.
You have Kyrie sitting around the blast cone. Looks like he's just gonna go around, take the plan, try to get the Scuttlecrab, try to keep Vision, try to keep HR from going down, maybe diving the Tristana.
And we did see a ping come out from Unstoppable Waz, exactly where HR was. The taunt does come in though. They're gonna look for it. Gets the stun up. Unbreakable's up. Can Waluka survive it? The stand behind me barely keeps him alive.
Blocking that damage from that first strike. Probably would have went down if it wasn't for Unbreakable negating the damage.
Yeah, it looks like Fresh Puddin was looking for a taunt even under tower. That's very scary.
Shen when he's ahead is actually very impressive because he can afford to go down, especially early on. You throw down that Spirit's Refuge when you go through, you block most of the damage that comes out from. Oh, meanwhile, Tiamat proc from Pyke. As I was saying, Shen versus auto attackers are really good, especially under tower. You throw down that Spirit's Refuge, and all you're gonna take is like 1 or 2 turret shots before you get out. You're not gonna be able to proc the Braum passive.
Maybe though. I mean, if they throws a Winter Bite and lands it, he can still get the passive on
if you throw it, but when you have the Spirit Refuge, since the auto attacks don't connect, you won't get Braum stunned.
Yeah, but maybe wouldn't Tristana be good for that though, since just it has this attack speed boost?
Yeah,
isn't it 3 autos?
Yes, but I'm talking about as far as the Spirit's Refuge when he goes down, so he can taunt the Braum. If the Q comes in, you Spirit Refuge after you bring the Q in, and then you literally let Heimerdinger land the grenade and you walk out.
Oh, okay.
Spirit Refuge, I think, lasts about, I want to say it's 1.75 seconds, so you have pretty close to 2 seconds of not being autoed.
Yeah, it was one. Hold on, we might see a gank top lane though. Yeah, Shernox rotated up. He's looking for it. He's still going in.
That was a flash though, so yeah.
But here comes Kyrie. He's looking for somebody. Can he get rush run? No, double top by Fresh Puddin. That's good enough, but he's gonna be taunted up himself. They're looking for the passive, and it's gonna go down. He's stunned up. Kyrus can't even get in there, and it looks like Ezra's might be in some trouble. The Ignite did come out. Yes, Fresh Puddin used it, but he's gonna flash away, and they're not gonna be able to get a kill on either of them. No, wait, here you go. Kairu's back in. I'll rush around, gets the taunt down. There's a taunt for fresh point, but it isn't enough. No, Kairu pick up one. And here we go. Ezra is in, looks for a rush around. He needs one more shot. He's going to get it. There's a flash forward. Yes, Ezra will pick that up. 2-0 in the bot lane.
Really good disengage at first. I think that Sideswipe kind of got a little hubris, though.
Yeah, I thought they would just back out and leave it there, but they went back in for it. And I think Ezra's hit level 6 at a beautiful time, was able to alt fresh pudding away from them, and that's what got the kill.
So looking back at that, going back just a little bit, we see that Heimerdinger lands the grenade, gets fresh pudding out, but fresh pudding walks back forward and then allows the Rammus to walk back towards him, causing fresh pudding to flash. But even with that flash, they were both out when Heimerdinger walks right back in. I think it was just hubris. I think they just overstayed. They didn't respect the CC coming from Brahmin Rammus.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a lot. That's just something people don't seem to pay attention to. Like, you know, like I said, even with the Spirit's Refuge, like, you may block a couple attacks for the first, you know, roughly 2 seconds, but that passive stays on you. Let's see how long does it stay on? What's the timing?
Oh, it stays on after. You saw Fresh Pudding actually get hit by it, but it was hubris. They were out. They didn't have to burn a single summoner. That gank would have been failed. Sejuani was already up on the top red side, looking to get extra wards, try to keep track of that top side jungle once Rammus roamed up that way.
Yeah, it looks like Foley might be in some trouble. Didn't know everyone was up there. It does get pulled back. Stunned up. Where is it? We're waiting for it. Yes, Shernox gets him with the ult.
Predator popped right there.
That's really good. Shush might get a solo kill on this one. Does get pulled back in. He ults the wrong way, but he's going to get it. That's shutdown. Shush alive. He's ignited up. Delrocket might have been looking for this, but that's a good one.
Questionable pathing going down. The minion wave, you see mid. The minion wave's dead center. You don't need to go actually into the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of interesting. Maybe Shernox was just... Maybe he was looking to ward, and he just didn't know that the Shush was there, and just got caught out, because you did see, like, as soon as he ran into Shush, he kind of wanted to back away, but Shush landed a beautiful charm, you know, got both hits of the Spirit Ball and ignited, and that was pretty much the end of Shernox's life at that point. Although he almost got away because Shush ulted down instead of towards him.
When you watch the World Tournament, when you watch any kind of professional league, you always want to talk about that mid-jungle synergy, and that's just a little miscommunication there. If you want to get some wards down, travel in pairs.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a risky business to try to ward, and I always love it, like, when I have to play support, and I get yelled at because I'm not warding. Well, I can't just walk out. Or, you know, you get yelled at because you're not warding, and it's like, okay, so you go to ward.
I'm a support. I'm a support, man. I know exactly how that goes.
You get yelled at for not warding, so you go ward, and then you get yelled at because you died because there's, like, 2 enemies in a bush just waiting. And it's
even the best part is when you have to play in a meta that's like mage.
Oh, here he goes. How he gets this taunt and he flashes for it. We see Lucas flash forward, gets a double knockup with the ult. And there goes Ezra's, and the rest of Rodent's just gonna down. Fresh Pudding just gonna walk away.
Yeah,
beautiful rotation.
That was playing. That was a good flash. Just CC flash from Braum, flash from Rammus. 2 flashes. They do get that kill. It does go on to the Braum, however.
Yeah.
Not what you would like that goal, but you know they're still doing well. Despite that, though, the CS, if you look at the CS, the top lane, mid lane, and bot lane all up in CS, giving them a good 600 gold advantage right now.
That is ridiculous. I'm surprised that Shernox has a CS lead, but I guess the Tiamat does help that a lot. And Foley and Delrock look for it. Flash forward. Is he going to get it? No! Delrock is able to pick it up before he can ult. I don't think the ult would have been enough, though.
I mean, you got to look at it, how this game plays out. It should have been Ahri favored, but immediately they went from blue to Scuttle, taking that big Raptor, and then just roaming down, taking that ult from, taking that flash from Ahri early, making Ahri have to play a little bit more respective, repeat gank and kills her. And then from there, you're able to have a little bit more liberty, push out, roam.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want on a Pyke mid, so Shernox doing what he's doing.
We're almost up at 1k gold lead.
Oh, Ahri going in looking for it. Misses it, but here comes Kairu. They get the flash, or smite taunt, and Shush will pick it up. Beautiful play.
As I was saying though, I'm actually surprised that Riven's going to be the one getting the tower first. Yeah, we've seen the Pyke and the Sejuani roaming up top, playing around that top side. I honestly thought the Heimerdinger, we only have 500 damage left on that turret down in bot lane as well.
Yeah, and he did drop the ult turret, or yeah, the empowered turret down. So,
despite that pickup, with that kill going over onto the Ahri, we are now only about 1,200 gold down. Not as bad as it could be with that first tower goal going down. Taunt missing right there.
That was a good jump by Ezra's. I mean, it's kind of predictable at this point, though. You know, Fresh Pudding's looking for it, so.
I would really like to see. I would really, definitely like to see Sejuani making her way down to the bot lane. Just to, guide that minion wave up, let them get a few autos off, take that bot tower, and rotate that Heimerdinger. Just park him mid lane, put that Pyke in a side lane where he has kill pressure 1v1, and then take that Rift Herald, try to open up that mid lane.
Oh, Ezra's taking a bit of poke. They're going for it. Shernox is in the bot lane. We can see the Predator is up. We're going to see Ezra's try to jump away, but it's not going to be enough. While Lucas might be the target. He does get away. There we go. Shernox with the ult, but here comes Kyrie. Gets the taunt down. The tower's down. Fresh Pudding might be the target. They're looking for the pool. Is he going to get it? Yes, he gets the second ult. That's a double kill for Shernox, but he might sacrifice his life for it. Actually, he did do it. But we saw the TP down from Delve Rocket. The charm is up. Russian Rodent just walks into the orb, and he's going to go down. Delve Rocket is ignited up. Are they going to look for more? We see HR is here.
That RAOE just coming in big right there. Grabbing the charm onto the Riven, stop her from getting that low health Rammus sub 100 HP.
Yeah. And I mean,
it is actually very interesting though. We see that the Ahri's picked up with her lead that she has now. She picks up the Luden's Echo first item. We're not going for the Frost Queen's claim like we thought she would. Not getting the most out of her Glacial Augment.
That is kind of interesting. Ooh, can Shush take it? He tries. He does get the kill on the Fresh Pudding. Fresh Pudding goes in though, but he's ulted instantly. He's gonna be shut down. While Lucas is in the middle of it all. Can he do anything? No, he cannot. He's stunned up once, but here comes Kairu. They're gonna look for Delve Rocket stunned up, and this might be the kill. Yes, shut down. Shernox is here. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Foley is gonna be fighting Russian Ronin. The turret's doing too much work. Foley has no MR at this moment.
2 towers up for sideswipers and about a 2k gold lead. But honestly, unstoppable. Like I said in the beginning, during the draft, I actually do like their comp. They're still not in a really bad spot. Despite being 2k gold down, it's mainly just the standing gold from these turrets. These turrets can go down, especially with the Tristana.
Yeah, and it doesn't even feel like they're 2,000 gold down. Like, you saw the team fights.
As I was saying before the turret went down, I think Sideswipe, they're just trying to look for kills when they actually need to be looking for these objectives. They should have brought down Sejuani to that bot lane, tried to get that tower, rotated up, park Heimerdinger in the mid lane. Park Heimerdinger in the mid lane, it's a short lane, he can't be ganked. You guys then rotate up, grab that Rift Herald, drop it mid, and you open up all the towers. You make them go blind.
They're going in though, Delve Rocket's looking for it. But yeah, 2 jumps away. I'm going to take a quick moment. Oh, never mind. We're going to see a pincer movement, but that's a good stun by Russian Ronin. And Shush is going to go down instantly. They're looking for more. Kairu flashes out of the ult. He's going to survive for now. Does get pulled back in, but Shernox is low and full with the big man ult. He gets 1. Can Kairu survive just a little bit longer? Russian Ronin's going to go down, but he's also going to pick up a kill. And now Folia is looking for Fresh Pudding. He just needs the Q. There he gets it. Triple kill for Folia. We're going to see Ezra's going, but that might have been a big mistake. Tries to ult Delve Rocket away. Here comes Lucas, but is it enough? No, Ezra's is going to get smited down by HR. Now Lucas is looking to die. Double kill for Sideswipe's jungle.
That just seems like miscommunication. You see that you have 3 people parked up top. You don't need to be pushing out.
Yep, and here comes Folia with the TP.
Really good answer, though, from Sideswipe.
What I want to say, though, I want to take a second since... calm down just a second. This is the RAL. We're going to be spectating Team Sideswipe versus Unstoppable Waz for the moment. We're only going to spectate the first game. We will be getting into the RCL, Revenant Skyline versus WMU. There was miscommunication and an absence. So we told them we'd at least get the first game on the first game casted. In case anyone's wondering. So we are 18.5 minutes in. And it doesn't look to be over yet.
Okay, we do have Heimerdinger parked in mid a little bit later than I would have liked, but we haven't parked in mid. You see that even the Pyke right now threatening it out, just trying to get a little damage. I really think, though, that Sejuani should be on the top side. Riven and Sejuani just take that Rift Herald. They need to get that mid turret opened up.
Yeah, it's surprising that they haven't, especially with the gold lead Shernox has had and the pressure he's had everywhere. I mean...
Yeah, like, Heimerdinger doesn't need more than just Shen right there. You keep Shen parked mid with Heimerdinger.
Looking for it. Kyrie tries to go in. He's just going to run into turrets.
And that is the pressure, and that's why you don't give G2 Heimerdinger. You don't want to give anyone Heimerdinger. He's just such a great Siege champion.
Yeah, and we still see no MR on the tanks yet. We're gonna see Folio looking for the Black Cleaver, which I mean is an okay item, but you're running into Russian Ronin, who has a lot of damage. Like, it's deceptive, but it's a lot of damage.
There is a lot of AD coming
out. Oh, here
out
comes. While Lucas gets a double man knockup after getting pulled in. They're taunted under tower. That's gonna be 1 kill. Ezra picks up fresh pudding. Are they gonna keep going? We see Folio flash forward. He's looking for somebody. Russian Ronin looks like to be the next one. No, stop launches the ult. We see a big ult though. It looks like Shernox is gonna get Ezra's, but it doesn't matter. Russian Ronin's gonna go down, and it looks like we're gonna see Delrock pick himself up. Kill. That's a double kill, triple kill for Shernox, and Folio is the only one alive. They're looking for it. Can he get one? He wants Delrocket at least. He's stunned up, knocked up, stunned up, knocked up, locked down, pulled around. Where is he going? He gets the ult down. Doesn't matter. That's another kill. Quadra for Shernox.
We've all been there. We've all been there. We've all played Garen. You know, like when they made the Juggernauts, they're like, oh, he can be kited out. And it just feels bad, man. You sit there and you're like, I want to walk forward, but I'm not allowed to. Sejuani there doing his best Gandalf impression, saying, "You shall not pass."
That's gotta feel so bad for Folio. And after the smoke settled in the mid lane and all the rest of his team died, he was at full health. He was still at full health, which is amazing. Now his passive did go off, and you know he was able to regen. But even that though, he lost probably like 300 health or something. That just has to feel that's the worst feeling in the world.
Well, we are at 20 minutes. The Rift Herald's gone, so I guess that Unstoppable can sigh a little bit of a breath of relief, knowing that there's not going to be Shelly coming down that mid lane for a second turret. Yeah, if there's one thing that feels bad about turrets, it's not just Heimerdinger. It's Heimerdinger with a Rift Herald.
Yeah. And the goal lead, though, is now 7,000 ahead for Team Sideswipe, so it's definitely, we can definitely start seeing that. We see the prayer going out. Shernox is looking for somebody. Here comes the ult, though, for fresh footage. Gets the pull on the shoe. She's looking for it. Oh, Shernox might have to be a little bit careful. Oh, one more auto would have got him. Ezra's going in. He gets the ult, but it's not enough. There's a big ult. Delrock getting one. Lucas. Delrock getting another. Ezra's. That's a double kill. Folio's in the back, but here we go again. Taunt up, stunned up. He's going to wait for it. He doesn't have his ult, actually. And we see Shernox go over. He's going to get pulled over. More ults come down. Not enough from Shernox, though. He wasn't alone. Folio barely surviving. We see a flash forward from Russian Ronin. Will pick it up. Russian Ronin might be in a little bit of trouble. There's another tower shot, and he's not going to go down. A sliver of health.
Garen's been there before. Garen's like, hey, I know this show. I've been here before.
Oh, that's upsetting. He needed like 5 more seconds on his ult, and he could have killed Delrocket at least.
And it's just like we pointed out in Champion Select, like they got a lead. They shouldn't be ahead early. Once they get ahead early, just park it down. If you try to jump into them, Sejuani, Shen, Riven will just jump straight in front, save that Heimerdinger, and just so much AoE damage from those Heimerdinger turrets. And with the AoE that comes out from Pyke's ult, like you're gonna get the execute damage on the person that's gonna die, but you're also dealing damage at the same time.
Yeah, we're gonna see Russian Ronin gonna be building himself these Zonias. They actually just finished it. I'm personally a fan of the Rylai's Crystal Scepter, especially with the team comp that Unstoppable Waz have with the Rammus and Garen, because they will not be able to touch you whatsoever, even with their speed boosts.
Yeah, right now no Rylai's though. We do see the Ludens and Zonias coming out, so that Heimerdinger, even though he's 2 and 5, he's doing what he needs to. He's 40 CS up. He's not going to be dove really easily. He's going to let his tanks just do most of the work as he just lets his towers do the work. I do not approve of the Ahri build. I think an Electrocute, even a Comet, even an Airy, or even a Spellbook, anything would have been a little bit better. Going Glacial Augment on a mid laner, where your auto attacks, especially when it's reduced on range, like the biggest aspect of that Glacial Augment comes in the active once you use an active item.
Yeah. We're going to see We are definitely going to see Team Sideswipe pick it up. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to exit this game and get into the RCL. Revenant, Skyline, and WMU are ready to be casted and go. But we got a team fight coming. We might just have to watch this one. This might be the end of the game. Shernox uses the Ghost Blade to go forward. Doesn't
Predators
get the pull.
popped. Hook. Missed hook.
And they miss it, and they're just going to disengage. But, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into the RCL. Good luck and best of luck to Team Sideswipe and Unstoppable Waz. We will definitely have to see how they do at the end of this.
Did we ever go ahead and get that the information?
Hold on a second. I keep getting keep this game. Let me find out. Let me find out what's going on here. Let me find out. We see the ult though come out from Kyrie. We see Freshman with the good taunt. There's the ult from HR. Only hits Folio though. That's not the target you want. Shush is going to go down, but not before getting a kill on sure. Shush actually lives. And we can see while Lucas fall, HR is the target. He's barely down. Flash forward for Folio. He's going to get it even though he's taunted up. Del Rocket is the intended target right now. And Russian Ronin has the Zonia's up. Looks like Folio might just fall. Russian Ronin look for Ezrars. Ezrars is low. Freshman picking up one. Folio looking for the next. And actually that's going to be another kill. Shush is back in action at full health though. Misses the taunt of Del Rocket. That GA is there. They're looking for Folio. Can they get him? Oh, good charm by Shush, and Delbrocket might just have the GA popped right now. Oh, the shield actually keeps him alive. Oh, no, the GA will be popped. Oh, man. Fresh Pudding has to be careful as well. They're able to get out with minor casualties from that one. Try it.
Almost cresting that 10,000 gold advantage.
I'm just trying to get some confirmations down. I do see that.
Yeah, no problem. I got it right here.
No, a lot of the chat saying don't switch and keep this game, and I'm just making sure that it's not part of the RCL series telling us not to switch, because a lot they're all like really good, you know, they're all really close and like they have all the games casted that they can. So, and this is a really good game. Unstoppable Waz putting up a really good fight from what we've seen, and looks like they're gonna go. So,
I'm gonna talk about Fog of War here real quick. Try to see.
all right. But ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna switch over to the RCL. They're gonna start a Baron on Team Sideswipe. But we definitely are switching to RCL. That was our primary objective anyway. We were lucky enough to see some of this game, but this was not our intended cast for the evening. Meanwhile, we're going to see Walukas die. Shernox end up instant pull. Death Bush. There, and they're going to take Baron. So we're going to exit this game.
All right.